Hi everyone. Hello. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining in. We're just going to wait a few more minutes so that more people come in and then we'll get started. Hi Nipriya. Hi Arnabi. Thanks so much for joining in today. Hi everyone. Hi Saloni. Thank you so much. Hey Esther. Hey Ashish. Thank you so much for joining in. Just going to wait a couple of minutes more before we begin. Hey guys, thank you for joining in to this live session. Just give us a couple of minutes more. We're trying to sort out some technical issues and then we'll get started with a festive makeup look that we're planning to do today. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining in. We've got a couple more minutes to go. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but literally just a couple more minutes to go and we'll start. We're just setting something up. I promise you won't regret the wait. Hi Rakhi, hi Lukna, thanks for joining in. I hope you guys enjoy the session. All right, I think we've got enough people here. So hi everyone, welcome to this live session. Thank you so much for joining in. Let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Jerusha. I'm a beauty editor here at Myntra. So the reason why we're doing this live today is because we're bang in the middle of the festive season and also the wedding season for that matter. We've got Navratri right around the corner. We've got Diwali not so long after. And basically what all of this means is that we've got tons of occasions coming up where we can dress up and we can, do a lot of fun things with makeup. And that's exactly why I wanted to show you this look today. But before we kind of go into that look, just wanted to quickly check that I hope you guys have all your festive fashion and beauty wardrobes sorted. If you haven't, then this would be the best time to shop. And that's because we've got the Myntra Big Fashion Festival that's coming up on the platform, on the app. I hope you guys have been keeping an eye on it. It's going to be super, super exciting. But the more exciting news is that you don't actually have to wait till the sale starts to start shopping. You can shop at sale prices before the sale even starts. If you check out the app, we have something going on called the Big Fashion Festival Curtain Raiser. And if you go into the curtain raiser, you can see all these amazing brands that are already on sale prices live on the app right now. So I hope you guys go check it out. And yeah, get all your festive, beauty and fashion wardrobes completely set. All right. So let's go getting back to today's live. So what we're going to do today is a really quick and easy festive fashion look. So when I say easy, it's easy on effort, but it's definitely high on impact. So we're going to create a quick little eye makeup look. It's going to have a little bit of an eyeliner. But the eyeliner is going to be accented with a little bit of metallic glitter because it is, festive after all. And I'm going to show you how to pair this eye makeup look with a couple of different lip colors, just so that we can show you how to kind of change it up depending on what outfit you're wearing, depending on what festive function you're going to, or also just depending on what kind of mood you're in that day. And if you have any questions about the products I'm using, if you have any questions about, just makeup or makeup techniques, please, let the questions come in. I'll be happy to answer all of them. And all the products that I'll be using will be listed below. So it'll be super easy for you guys to check them out. And again, like I said, the Big Fashion Festival is coming soon. But before that, we have the Big Fashion Festival Curtain Raiser on right now. So if you want to grab any of these products, They will be on sale. A lot of them will be on sale before the sale starts. So definitely do go check that out. All right. So I think this would be a good time to start. Okay, let me just quickly get my products together. Okay, so I've already got my base on. I wish my skin looked like this in real life, but it doesn't. So what I've used is I've used a primer because, again, festive season, you know, you're going to you're going to be attending probably multiple functions, so you want your makeup to last a long time, and a primer does that. It makes your makeup last a lot longer. But what it also does, it kind of evens out your skin texture so that, you know, everything that you put on top of it sits really smoothly. I've also used a concealer and a foundation just to create like a nice, smooth, even base for the rest of my makeup to go on. But what I do need is a little bit of color, you know, to brighten it up a bit, and definitely, you know, some dimension to give it a bit of shape. So let's get started. So what I'm going to first use is bronzer. This is the My Glam Pros bronzer duo. It actually comes in 2 shades. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a slightly lighter brown and a darker brown. But I'm going to use a blend of both with a little bronzing brush here. Okay, so I'm going to go, so suck your cheeks in so that you know where to start. I'm going to go right under the hollows of my cheekbones, you know, right under my jaw, and a little around the forehead as well. And just make sure you always kind of blend that into your hairline so that you don't have like that awkward brown line on your face. That does not look pretty. Hi Sai, hi Shweta. Thank you for all the love you guys are showing. It's really, really lovely. Just blend that up. So just make sure you blend it out really well. And what this does is basically creates a little bit of shadow in here so that your face looks, well, so that your face looks like it's just shaped a little bit more. So just go under the jawbone as well and blend that down. And on this side as well. If you do want a more, you know, defined chin area, it's a neat little trick to just add a little bit of bronzer right here. So again, the trick is basically how you catch the light. So the second you darken an area, it kind of makes the area look a little slimmer. So there you go. And just a little bit around the forehead. Again, every time you apply bronzer, especially around the edges of your face, just make sure that you blend it well into your hairline. Otherwise, you're just gonna have these really awkward brown streaks. Okay, and that's it. Next, I'm going to use one of my favorite products ever, which is blush. I just think blush is so lovely. It adds, it gives you so much freshness to your face. And it just makes you look so much brighter, and I think younger as well. I'm going to use this handy little palette from Chumbak. It's the Make Me Blush Face Kit. It actually comes with 3 little things inside. It's got a highlighter, a blush, and a contour. So I'm going to use the blush and the highlighter from this palette. So the blush is actually this really nice mix of, I think, coral and pink, which I think would look great on most Indian skin tones. So going in with a little blush brush, that's not easy to say. So big smiles, find the center of your, the apples of your cheeks, and then just blend upwards. So as you can see, it's quite pigmented. Like you can see the color show up immediately. So you can just blend it out. And if you, so I do like a lot of blush, and I think that's also a big trend now, this whole draping, and I think the whole sun-kissed blush look is a huge trend. But if you do overdo it and you're not so happy with it, then just take a little makeup sponge, ideally the makeup sponge that you use to blend out your foundation, and kind of just go over it. What that will do is, because there'll be a little bit of product left in the sponge, it'll kind of tone down the color, and then you won't have to do your base all over again. It'll just fix it. Right. Okay, let's do the other side as well. Big smile. If you guys have any questions about the products I'm using, please send them in. Happy to answer all of them. What I like doing with the blush that I have left over is just kind of going over the bridge of my nose, just to get that like super natural flushed look. It's a great cheat to get that really natural sun-kissed look. I'm just gonna even that out with a blender. And that's the blush done. So for the next step, I'm going to use the same palette that I showed you earlier, but we're going to do the highlighter, this little golden shade. It's a gorgeous golden shade, which is so perfect for the festive season. So I'm using a little domed brush because I want to create a really concentrated highlight, you know, something that really catches the light. But if you are a fan of the, you know, like soft diffuse look, I think you can try this out with a fan brush, you know, something that looks like this. So just go along. Ooh, that's a very pigmented highlight. So just go along your, just around the sort of hollows of your eyes. Like you can feel your bone around here. Just follow your bone structure, and then softly blend that out. You make a little C around here. So that's a pretty strong highlighter. I'm just gonna soften it out a bit. And just make sure that your highlighter kind of blends in with your blush and you don't have any sharp lines anywhere. So you can see the highlighter really catches the light. So with your highlighter, you hit all the high points of your face. So you've got these high points, but you also do the bridge of the nose, a little bit on the tip. What that does is make your nose look a little bit sharper. You can also do your chin if you want a little bit more definition there. And it's you can also add a touch just above your brow bone. Just for a little highlight there as well. Just make sure that wherever you're adding a highlighter, you just blend it out really well. You don't want gold streaks anywhere. Alright, so I think the face is done. Let's move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I have this Makeup Revolution palette. It's the Ultra 32 palette. What I love about it is just the sheer number of colors that it has. It's such a versatile palette. So you've got a whole bunch of these mattes and shimmers, which are extremely wearable. But if you look in this little corner, it's also got a couple of pinks and purples, which are a little playful, and it's also got a few darker shades. So you can create a few experimental looks, and you can also create some smoky eye looks. So there's a whole bunch that you can do with this palette. And it's not just for the festive season, right? It's versatile enough to be used for everyday looks as well. So this is a palette I highly recommend for the season. If there's just like one palette that you want to get that, you know, works through you know, right up till December, right through work, you know, for everything that you need. Okay, so what I'm going to start with just a neutral beige on my lids. So I'm going to use this color right here. Just like go all over the lids, right up to my crease, and just blend that out. So then what this does is it basically gives me a bright base for anything else to sit on. And as you can see, it's actually, all these shades are actually quite pigmented because I didn't use my brush enough, and it still picked up a lot of pigment. Okay, next I'm going to go in with a darker brown, possibly this one. And I'm going to go in the sort of outer corners into my crease so that I can add a little bit of depth and definition. So again, I'm being really light with this because the colors in this palette are actually quite pigmented. So you can just build it up as you go. And just remember to keep blending. Just gonna darken that a little bit more. And I think that should work. Just gonna blend it a little above my crease as well. Alright. Okay. So the next shade I'm going to use is actually this lovely coral shade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over my crease and a little above it. So why I like doing that is because I actually have hooded eyes. So when I open them, usually the shadow tends to hide in there. So if I go a little bit above, you can actually see the color. And this has got a little bit of a metallic finish. So I think it's going to look really pretty. So this just adds a touch of color, not overdoing it too much, because we are going to do the liner and we're going to add those metallic accents, and we want that to stand out. And then in the center of the lid, I'm just going to add this metallic bronze shade. Hey Anuradha, thank you so much. You can get these on Myntra as well, and I'm sure at the big fashion festival, you'll be able to grab them at a great price. All right, so that's it. No, actually, that's not it for the eyeshadow. I'm going to come back to the eyeshadow in a bit. But before I come back to the eyeshadow, I'm just going to add a little color on my lower lash line. For that, I'm going to use this eye pencil from LA Girl. It's called the Shockwave Metallic Liner in bronze. It's super creamy. It goes on really well. The only thing that you need to remember is that it sets very quickly. So if you are kind of going to use it to blend, then you need to blend quickly almost as soon as you apply. But if you're not going to blend it, it also makes for just great eyeliner looks. I'm just going to blend that out. So you can also use a darker black, but I feel like a black just ends up looking a little harsh sometimes. So this brown is just dark enough to give you definition without making it look too harsh. All right. I'm also going to go back to the palette and pick a really light shimmery shade like this little pearlescent shade here, and use that to just kind of highlight this brow area. Just that, and make sure you blend it into that crease color that we just used. What that does is when we do fill in and shape our brows later, it really accentuates the shape. Okay, now for the tricky part. We're gonna try the wing liner, and hopefully we get it right at the first go. If not, I've got Q-tips and makeup remover handy, but hopefully we will not need them. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Colossal Kajal in black to just create a nice simple wing liner. You can make it as thick or thin as you like, whatever you're comfortable with. But just remember that what we're going to do after that is add glitter accents to it. So we're going to add a glitter accent below it on the outer corner, and then a little bit on the inside as well. So let's just start with the liner. So I always like to do the outer flick first and then kind of bring it in. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now let's see if we can pray to the eyeliner gods to see if you can get it even on the other side. I think that's about as even this liner is going to get on a first try, but it's okay. Life isn't perfect. So I'm going to give this a minute to dry. So while it dries, I'm just going to show you the next product I'm going to use, which is this one by Swiss Beauty. It's a metallic pigment, and this one is in rose gold. So what I'm going to use here is I'm going to use an eyeliner brush that's angled like that. What this allows is for me to just very precisely apply a little bit of this pigmented glitter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take some of the pigment from the wand. Okay, and then I'm going to go in from the lower lash line along the outer corner and just along that outer wing. Can you see that? So what it does, it just takes your regular wing liner and amps it up a little bit and makes it perfect for the festive season. So I'm also going to go on the inside here from the inner corner about halfway across the lid. Yep, and there you go. Alright, I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Yep, and there you have it, the glitter accent. So it's just a touch of metallic to make it look celebratory and festive. And you can pick, and I picked a rose gold metallic just because it went with the rest of my outfit. But You can pick whatever metallic you want. You can pick a silver, you can pick a gold. Even you can even play with like a matte liner with black metallic accents. You can try a whole bunch of different combinations and see how they work. Okay, I'm going to finish my eyes really quickly with a little bit of mascara. So I'm going to use this Sky High mascara by Maybelline. Now this has been all over Instagram, and honestly it was totally worth the hype. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So I love this wand. It's got these kind of separated bristles which give your lashes this fanned out effect. So you just kind of go at the base, wiggle and roll the brush. And you can go in with multiple coats if you like. It depends on how thick you want your lashes. Okay, but let me come up a little close. But can you see the difference in with mascara, without mascara? So yeah, so when they say sky high, they mean sky high. Alright, so with that, I've got one last step before my eye makeup is done, and it's the last but super important step, which is your brows. So I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Artist Genius Kit, which is a holy grail brow product. So it comes with these two brow shades, which again work for pretty much every Indian skin tone, because it actually has to go with the color of your hair, right? So unless you have super blonde hair, but it should work with most like brunette to dark brow hair. And it also comes with this little brush which has a spoolie and an angled brush on one side. So what I'm going to do first is I always brush my brow hairs down just so that I can see where that line needs to be, where that shape needs to be, so that I can fill that in first, and then I'll brush it up and fill in the rest. So take a little bit of the brow product and just go along that line so that you get a nice defined shape. Just remember to use like the most product in the center of your brow and then less in the beginning, and in the arch just like go over it at the end with whatever product is remaining so that it doesn't get too heavy. So once you've defined this top shape, you can brush your brows back up and then fill in the bottom. So use tiny little strokes just to fill that in. And then just whatever's remaining on your brush, don't pick up more product, just define that tail end. So you can see it makes a huge difference to what your brows look like. I'm going to follow that here as well. Brush them down first. define that top line. So I have a nice shape, then brush it back up. And fill in the rest. All right. So the brows are done, and my eyes are done. We're down to the last step of this look, which is the lip. So now, because we've done, the little bit of glitter on the eye, it does tend to make a statement. So you might want to be a little low-key with the lip color and, pair it with a nude. So what I'm going to first show you is this lip color from Sugar Pop. First up, look at this packaging, so cute. This is their matte long-lasting lip color in Rust. So I'm going to first show you how it looks with a nude lip color, and then I'm also going to show you how you can change up the look with a super bright color. So this looks a lot pinker on camera, but actually in real life, it's like a mix of a pinkish brown, which I think would make beautiful nude for medium to deeper skin tones, possibly. Maybe a little, it might be a little darker for fair skin tones. It's not an exact nude, it does have a pinkish tone to it. But I actually love that it has that pinkish tone, because it just makes, everything with the blush and the touch of color on the eye, it just brings everything together and just looks a little bit fresher. I really love the texture. It's absolutely lightweight. Like, doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, and it settled down so quickly to a matte finish, and there's no transfer, so that's also great. Right, so this is one way to wear the look, where you pair your glitter accented eyeliner with just either a completely nude, completely brown based nude, or a slightly pinkish based nude like the one that I used, which was again Sugar Pop matte lip color long lasting in the shade Rust. But we at Myntra believe that, you don't have to follow any rules with makeup. You do whatever makes you happy, whatever, you're feeling that day. So if you do feel like a nude lip or a neutral lip or something softer is a little too basic with the eye that you've got on, you can also try a bright, bold pop of color. So what I have here is the Faces Canada Comfy Matte Lip Color in the shade, let me just get to the shade really quickly, in the shade Hope This Helps. What I love about this formula is that it also has almond oil. So unlike a lot of matte lip colors, that feel very drying on your lips, this doesn't. So I'm actually just going to go over the lip color I already have, so you can see how this eye lip looks like with a nice deep pink as well. And you can immediately see how the whole energy changes. It just looks so much more, it looks so much brighter. And so much more fun. I love this formula as well. It feels really velvety. And yeah, so if you see, you've got a completely different combination going on. You've got the glitter accented eye, but you also have this bold and bright makeup look. So you know, you can pick and choose what's the vibe that you're going for, and you know, feel free to play around. And I think I'm all set. Well, not all set. I have one last step to go, which is to kind of set all this makeup in place, because I want this makeup to last through an entire day and possibly a night of festivities, and I don't want it to move. So I'm going to use this Blue Heaven long lasting makeup fixer. So what it does, it gives you a soft matte effect. So just shake it up a little bit, keep it about 6 inches away from your face, and just spritz slightly. Okay. And then just give it a minute to dry. Okay, and that's about it. That's it for today. All the products that I talked about are mentioned below. Once again, a shout out to the Myntra Big Fashion Festival. I hope you guys go check it out on the app. All the products that are listed below, you will definitely find them at great prices at the Myntra Big Fashion Festival, which is coming soon. It's starting on the 23rd of September. But like I said before when we started this live, you don't have to wait till the 23rd of September to start shopping, because you can actually grab a lot of products at sale prices right now with the Big Fashion Festival curtain raiser. So please go check them out on the Myntra app. I promise you won't regret it. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I hope you like the look that we created today. We've got lots more coming up soon. So I hope to see you again, and have an amazing, beautiful festive season ahead. Bye.